How you doing?
Why are you being weird?
Because I'm a weirdo.
Ladies, gentlemen, and obviously government employees watching this, getting information. Welcome to 2 Drink Minimum, the podcast that defies every lockdown and every curfew that the government throws our way. The gentleman on your screen right now, and I'm doing it properly, is comedy legend and not a fan of curfews, Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward, and just to make sure the government knows, we're all in our own respective homes in front of green screen.
This is Skype.
Yeah, we're Skyping. I'm Mike Ward, you are Pantelis, and our friend here who sent me a Christmas card.
Yeah.
I was very happy to get his Christmas card.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you send one of those out?
Yeah.
It was a good picture, too.
Yeah,
thank you.
we have a couple in the office that he gave some extra ones.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have a family. He's like, don't worry, I got this. And it's just him drinking.
Yeah.
Just me being I found it funny that it says like love and joy.
Yeah,
But then it shows somebody that looks like an alcoholic.
with the
Looks
with the
like-
80s ashtray.
Yeah.
Like you never see ashtrays that full anymore.
So fucking crazy. So Mike, goddamn curfew. Before we get into
Yeah.
any stories, they actually went through with the curfew.
Yeah. There's a fucking riot in Washington, but we're the ones with the curfew.
It's crazy. But it's good that our scientists are that advanced.
Yeah.
Our scientists figure out that COVID only goes out at night. I like that. I like that. No one else
COVID
figured that
is
out.
like gremlins.
Yeah.
People don't know this, but if you get COVID, if you get water on COVID, you're fucked.
It just grows.
Yeah,
It expands.
Exactly.
Dude, so we were supposed to do this on Monday, but you had birthday party. It was your wife's birthday.
It was my wife's birthday, who, by the way, tested negative. She was sure that she had COVID during the holidays.
But no.
But no, she went in and tested negative.
Okay, that's good.
And they're real quick now, too. And they don't put a thing up your nose anymore.
No?
No, she just spit in a DNA test. Like
Okay.
she spit in a thing, and then the next day they called.
Poseidon, that's weird because he went for his COVID test. They don't put it in the nose either. They put something up his ass.
Yeah.
Really?
Was that not? It was on St. Catherine East. Was that not a COVID test?
It was a rubber fist, actually.
Yeah. He's like, are you telling me the guys that shoved rubber fist in my ass were not doctors? Okay, so we held this from you. You didn't know. And for those of you Grand Theft Guido fans, Guido gives me permission to tell his stories, for the record. I even told him, I go, we're going to have to follow up when we saw him last week when this happened. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. He goes, go ahead and stay on the show. So last week, you remember the whole loony bin situation? So he got out. They agreed to let him out to do the podcast, which was hilarious.
Is that the only reason they let him out?
I don't know. I'm hoping.
Fuck.
So he gets out.
Your Patreon has a lot of fucking pull.
Yeah.
in the mental institutions.
Yeah, the Pantelis Patreon dominates over mental institutions. We're the authority there. So he gets out. We do the episode. Then I get a phone call from him the next day. He's like, look, I might be going away for a while. So let's record the following episode, which is the one that came out today, early, because I might not be here next week. And then I was like, what do you mean might not be here? Like, what are you talking about? They're going to put you in the loony bin. He's like, no, I'm going to Mexico. And I was like, are you running away? Is this a runaway type of situation? He's like, no, I'm going to Mexico. I want to fix my tooth because everyone's making fun of me. You know, I missed the tooth. My dentist is there. He has my graft, all that. It's going to be easy.
My dentist is there?
Yeah.
He has a dentist in Mexico?
Yeah, dude. He's an international man of mystery.
What a fuck? That is so weird.
Well, it gets weirder. So I tell Poseidon, I go, dude, last minute we got to do this episode because I don't want Guido to stress out. I want him, we have it done before. He can take his trip and he doesn't have to take a 2-day thing. He can go for a couple of days, enjoy Mexico.
Yeah.
It'll do him some good too to get some air, you know? So I'm like, let's just do it in the middle of the night. We come, this guy shows up an hour late, but we get it done. We get the episode done so he can get ready. He's like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm like, okay. He gets his ticket. I don't hear from him. So I'm like, all right. Hopefully he's fine in Mexico. Then I get a phone call from his brother. Yo, you got to go check up on him. He's not doing well. I go, the guy's in Mexico. He's like, no. He got deported from Mexico. So I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, he got deported. He went to Mexico. He got into some kind of an altercation at the border when he showed up there, and they shipped him back to Canada. So me and him are like, this is a prank. Someone's fucking with us. So I go over, and sure enough, Guido was deported from Mexico. He's the first person to get deported the wrong way. He flew to Mexico, And then he got into a fight in the line because there was kids that cut in line. So he went and followed these kids. And then someone's like, where are you going? And he goes to the Mexican border. But the border patrol at Mexico isn't dressed like border patrol. They look like a normal person. So he goes, the kids went through. I'm just following through. He's like, oh, you give me attitude. Give me your passport or whatever. And Guido's like, what the fuck? And the guy took his stuff. And he's like, come with me. And they shipped him on another flight back to Montreal. So they shipped him back. So it was losing us. So we show up. We thought it was a joke. But we see Guido there. He's like, yeah, I got to find another fucking ticket to go. It was like we were being punked.
Yes.
It was like, so his thing was he didn't take me. We had to get to his house. He still didn't believe me. He thought I was fucking with me. He thought I was playing a prank on him. Then Guido was playing a prank on him because he got these, like, there's no way he got deported. And he legit
From
got
Mexico.
From Mexico. He legit got deported from Mexico.
Did he get on another plane after and go back to Mexico?
Yes, and then
So he is Grand Theft Guido. He
Yeah.
just starts the mission
He
over.
just starts the mission over. That's what I was going to tell you. That's exactly it. So then the next thing, do you think I should go back? I was like, I don't know. Do they have a record of you? He's like, they don't have a record. The guy knows my face, but what are the odds that it's the same board guy and I'll just avoid him this time? So I'm like, try your best. And then he messaged me. He's like, I finally got to Mexico. He sent me pictures. He's like, I'm through. I'm through the border. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
How funny would it be? You get security footage from Guido at the Mexican border, and it's just him with those glasses and that big nose and the mustache. You know what glasses I'm talking about? Those.
Did the Canadian government give him $1,000 both times he came back?
I hope so.
That'd be amazing.
I fucking hope so.
He's just coming back. He's
Wait, what?
Because you know when you come back from another country, Trudeau said he'd give you $1,000
Excuse me?
for travelers. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, and then he had to make an announcement.
Yeah, and then he was like, "No, it's not all travelers. It's just people that are working."
Working or if it's essential. But the good thing about Guido is he's going to fix his tooth, so that could be
It
considered
could be
essential.
Yeah.
He might have made money off
No,
this.
that's funny.
Dude, it's the funniest thing.
You can tell the person at the border, "Look, I have to. You know, I have a podcast. I pretend to be a millionaire. I need these teeth."
I need it. Dude, but it was just, I was like, is there a part of this that you're not telling me? Like, here they brought you back. He's like, no. I flew. I did my trip. I get to Mexico. I'm there. And he was with his girlfriend and he lost his girlfriend. That's another thing. They just shipped him back and he had lost her.
Yeah.
Like, it was just craziness. He is a legend.
Was it a direct flight?
It was direct flight. Yeah.
Okay, at least.
Yeah. It was on the way back, though. I think it took him long. I don't know. They fucked him over on the way back because they didn't care. They just shipped him in like a crate where they ship animals. But yeah, and then he had to get another ticket because you can't get a refund for that. That's your fault.
Yeah.
Like the company, Air Transat, or whatever, they flew you there. They did their part.
Yeah.
You got deported. That's your issue.
Man, that is so ridiculous.
You figure, I never understand people like that. You're fighting with someone before you get in the country. How can that end well? Like, even if that guy wasn't the customs guy, someone at security would see you fighting with someone, and they're definitely going to tell the cops, right?
Yeah. But he didn't physically fight with him. He just told him, like, I'm just going where all the kids are going. Like, they made a line, and the guy's like, you're not a kid. And
Yeah, but you know how Guido reacts sometimes?
Yeah,
he probably reacted like, what? I'm just following them.
Yeah,
You know
that's.
what
I
mean?
believe that's what he did.
You
'Cause
know,
knowing him, he probably went 0 to 60 right away.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, really, motherfucker? Come here."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to lunge at me?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Man lunges at airport security, gets sent back to Canada. The best is that he's able to retry, like a Grand Theft Auto mission. He got back. He spent a day here, and he's like, you know what? Restart that mission. We'll go back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's insanity personified.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And now because he was going to stay longer there, and he messaged me. He's very committed to his podcast, The Intellectuals, and he goes, "No, I can't be late. I gotta fix my shit. I gotta be there for the next episode." I told him, "You don't have to. We could just delay the episode. Well, I'll tell people it'll be up a few days later. It's not an issue." He's like, "No. I want to do my stuff." He's very committed.
How's his tooth?
I don't know if the tooth is fixed yet. That's why he's thinking of staying, because he missed his original appointment. Because his appointment was like that day.
Okay.
So his plan was you show up, he knows where everything is, and he takes the bus, he goes, gets his stuff done. But now he never showed up to his appointment. So when he showed up a day late, the doctor was like already booked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So now he's trying to get another.
Oh, fuck, he's going to get another dentist.
Oh, I hope not.
He's
No,
going to get
he-
a last minute dentist.
like a
in
last minute Mexican dentist.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna just jam heroin. You bring it across the border.
Comes back with like a fucking gold tooth.
Maybe he's that kind of guy that might show up with a gold tooth.
I don't understand why his dentist is in Mexico. Is that because he broke a tooth like on vacation 10 years ago?
He went down there to do good dental work, he had told me, and he found because you're like, oh, Mexico, this and that, but apparently when you go to like, it's way cheaper, and they have like elite level, like they have like a 3D mold of his mouth and everything.
Okay.
So they have all his teeth scanned and shit, and they make, so it's like really, really. Plus here everybody's closed, and it's weird here. Apparently he was having trouble last minute, so he says, you know what? Fuck that, I'm just gonna pay $500 and go down there to see my super dentist.
I heard in Ukraine.
Then again,
also.
it's for all I know, his fucking regular doctor is in the Ukraine. Like I don't fucking with Guido, you never know.
Yeah. Well, in the Ukraine, apparently they have like dentistry is like one of their like expert fields. In the Ukraine, I don't know why, but like, and it's super cheap to do. Like a cavity costs like $10, and it's like top of the line shit.
Well, it's the Ukraine though.
Yeah. Well, Ukrainian guy told me this.
Yeah, I like Ukrainians though.
Yeah. Like he because he went to the dentist there, and he came here, and he goes, it's shit here. He goes, you go dentist Ukraine is way better. He goes,
Maybe, I don't know.
$10 a cavity though, but it like
Like
from
if
here,
you do the
it's $8,000 plane ride.
Yeah. Like because maybe like 10. Maybe
no, I'm just using the cavity as an
maybe
example.
the exchange rate wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm just using.
He's
the
like, it
cavity
was
as
$10. You know what I mean? Year salary. It was exchanged for a year's salary. Also, my firstborn child goes to dentist.
Imagine that's because it's their first year salary, their 1 year salary.
Yeah, that was kind of the joke.
That's what I said. Yeah. That's you just repeated what I said with less enthusiasm.
You just explained the joke to the person that said the joke. Okay,
That's what you did. Thank you.
This is what you meant.
Sometimes I think out loud.
Yeah, you're so smart for getting all those Suzuki episodes ready.
Yeah.
Because with this fucking curfew bullshit, and also because of the lockdown and the curfew, I see some people get scared because they think that because the government announces something, they think that makes the virus more potent, I guess. So people panic to go out. And even grocery stores are going to be, and corner stores are closing at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I always wonder what it would be like growing up in Bratislava. I'm gonna find out.
Well,
At least our dentists are gonna become really good, though.
Yeah.
We'll have the best dental fucking surgeons in North America.
How funny would it be if Guido on his way back gets deported from here? And like, we're not falling for that, Javier. What are you talking about? Go back to Mexico.
Or if the customs guy in Mexico recognizes him and goes, "You motherfucking," punches him right in the tooth. He knocks the same tooth out.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He's Guido's the kind of guy that could happen to.
That's very funny, though. Going to Mexico to get your teeth done. I can get that if you live like in like Texas, that you can drive
quick,
there,
yeah.
or Southern California. But Montreal is fucking far. You have to cross like one of the biggest countries in the world
And
to
then
get there.
Yeah. But dude, the service is right, and I guess the money's right too, because if your plane ticket, hotel, all that, and the dentistry is still less than what you would just pay here.
Yeah.
Because that's what he told me. He says
Or
way less.
same price, but you get a vacation.
That's true. You get to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should bring him on one day so he could talk about his trip and where he has like his various doctors. He's fucking hilarious, man.
So he's not going to be doing the 2-week quarantine thing.
Who, him?
If he's coming back to do the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. How's he going to do the podcast? He's coming into the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be complicated
You
with
should
this
buy
guy.
a bubble for him. Just put him in a bubble.
Oh, like that movie with the guy
the boy
that
in the plastic bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind. It's more, it's like, I can't tell whether he has symptoms or if he's just Guido.
Yeah.
That's the problem with him.
But it'd look good just to see him with like an astronaut helmet.
Well, there's by the way, there's the Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story.
Yeah.
There's the helmet that you could buy. It's $75 on Amazon.
Okay, send me the link.
I'm gonna send you the link. It's $75, and there's a button, and the glass visor lifts and closes with the button.
Send me
It's really cool.
Send me the link, bro. I know how the next episode is gonna go.
Yeah. Plus the picture, the thumbnail will be amazing. The intellectuals.
He has a Buzz Lightyear thing. That would be amazing. But where does it stay? Like, how does it?
On the shoulder, it has a strap even.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
so it's not cheap.
Okay, send me the link, bro. I'm
Yeah,
buying
no,
this.
this is, and it was more expensive during the height of the pandemic. It had gone up in price because somebody made a TikTok of him using it, and then the price skyrocketed to like 4 times the price. It was like $500
God
Oh
damn.
fuck!
to get this thing.
But now it's
But now I
75.
checked because I put it in my wish list. Now, last time I checked, it was $75.
That's $75. I'm willing to lose for the gag.
and it's like a backpack. It's like it rests on your shoulders, and then like there's it's for kids, but I mean Guido, you know. So and then there's like it's like a backpack. It like straps. And
Send it over.
clips.
You had me at
Yeah.
straps in. Like I'm in. Sometimes I don't understand people's logic with me. Like even remember we keep telling funny stories about the agent who is Guido who got me this agent or whatever. Like you know how I complain about stuff and I'm always. So I got a message today and it was like, look, I'm sending this to you. You probably don't want to do it because it's not union. There's no credits for it. But I thought because the money seems high, maybe you don't want to do it. So go look at the money. And if it's an audition for an audio commercial, if you get it, they pay you $800 US for 30 seconds and $24,000 US to run the ad for like 6 months in the US. So I was like, why wouldn't I do it for 30 G's? I'll send you an audition tape now if I get it. Why would I say no because it's non-union?
Yeah.
That's absurd. Why would you? You should fucking make a fake audition tape and send it in without my permission. Like this is crazy. Why would I say no? I'm clearly not gonna get it. They're probably gonna give it to like the experienced people and all that, or a woman because the voice is nicer. But fucking shoot your shot. Try. I was like, why would I not take this?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot or shoot.
Yeah. Remember last time they had me fucking chasing butterflies and shit for way less money. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, are you crazy?
And that was just a voiceover.
Yeah, but it's too good to be true. That's the kind of shit they give to like established people.
And you gotta have connects and shit.
Yeah, for sure they're gonna give
Yeah.
it to someone's buddy. Yeah. But still, I sent it in. Said, fuck, I got nothing to lose. But it was just funny when I saw that. I was like, why? She's like, I don't know if you're interested. I was like, why would I mean, this is crazy. That's something that everybody should be interested in.
That means that person has absolutely no judgment. If they thought that, okay, the only thing that's important for him is to have the credit.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about money. You don't want that person fucking negotiating your contracts. Right?
He'll do it for free.
Because he'll be like, okay, we give him 100,000. How many credits? 1. Okay. Give me 2 credits.
50,000. Yeah.
$700 and 9 credits.
But it's crazy because I'm like the credits, I'll do it. If credits are available, I'll go ahead and do it for the fuck of it. But my main priority is to pay the rent.
Yeah.
So my main priority is obviously do it for money. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand her logic.
I don't know. But when I saw it, I was like, this is a good joke. But yeah. So I sent in a tape today. See if anything comes of that. I know it won't, but I thought it was funny. I thought when she sent that, I was
Don't say it won't.
no, I don't mean it negatively. Like, oh, I won't. I just mean like logically.
Oh, realistically.
Realistically.
Yeah, if you base, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like,
Because I've been doing this whole positive thinking.
I'm super
lately.
positive.
Okay.
Look at what we've built based on
Yeah.
positivity. Yeah. I'm super positive. I've been supporting local too. I started like I bought a lot of metal shirts and stuff. I found a Quebec company
Okay.
here that sells them. So Metalomania, I think their name is. I ordered from them. I'm gonna order more stuff, reasonably priced. They got here in like a day or two. So
Nice.
yeah, support local.
I started reading more.
He did. I gave him 1984.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd never read
Nope.
1984?
He can't even count that high.
Where are you in the book?
Part 1 still, I think page 80, but it's only been like 3 days I've been reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. Scary book. But like it's motivated me also to buy more books, and I've created this huge wish list on Amazon to get more books. I've even looked at like this really big bookcase to put all my books and shit.
Okay. You should read Animal Farm, next book.
Well, that was
Same-
one of
same.
the
Gonna
ones
make you
that I
hungry.
Yeah.
Put, really? That was one of the ones I put in my
In your wish list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a bookmarked a bunch of authors and shit.
Oh, you bookmarked a bunch of authors.
Yeah.
Auteurs.
Yeah.
Come down there, killer.
You're
No, I don't
Oprah.
mean it
You're
like-
the new Oprah.
No.
You should start Poseidon's book club
It's all coloring books.
this month. We start reading 1984, but then we just look at old hustlers.
Yo, did you see what happened in the States today? The
In
Capitol
the
Hill.
Capitol building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a man dressed as like, I guess, a Viking donkey or some shit.
You know what? I'm jealous of his outfit. I want one.
What a fucked up day.
Yeah.
Horns. They had the horns and the fur and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one.
What a weird time.
I don't agree with I understand people are mad about Nancy Pelosi. I don't like her. I understand the $600 check thing. I understand all that stuff. But I don't know if I don't like this like descending into chaos.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly what you'd expect to happen after an election in Haiti or in some shitty Eastern European country, not America.
Even in the summer, setting fire to cities, looting footlockers, it's not images that I would associate. I would associate those images with Bosnia.
But I mean, you fan the flames, whatever country, you fan the flames long enough.
Oh, I'm not saying that this hasn't been built. This has been building.
Yeah.
It just sucks to see it happen. It makes me very upset. I love America.
And it's 100% COVID too. Like if we hadn't been
Locked down, no money.
With no money for a year, there'd still be tension, but tension that you can live with, right? 10 years ago, there was tension, but it wasn't insane.
Because you could work, you have money, take care of your family. Now people are fucked, especially when they're told $600 is enough for you, and then the same bill they're giving fucking money to Israel, to this, to that. I understand why people are like, all right, like enough's enough.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's better ways. But then again, who am I? I don't know the fucking better ways. I just don't want to see America descend into chaos. It looks like fucking, bro, if this was a strategy from China, it worked. They destroyed the whole planet, bro. Everybody's fine. There's curfews. We all turned into China.
Yeah. Yeah, and look at them. They were having a New Year's Eve party, bro.
Yeah.
This might be the greatest supervillain plot twist ever.
God damn. What's that communist leader's name there? Mao
Shao Mang?
No,
Mao Zedong.
No, what's his name?
Mao Zedong.
That's his name.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Mao Zedong.
Chinese president name.
Wait, now?
Yeah.
Mao.
Oh, Mao.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, really?
Wait, you want now or you want the communist dictator? Who do you want?
No. The president's name, whatever the fuck.
I don't know.
Chou Peng Wang.
Oh, Xi Jinping.
Same thing.
Yeah, sounds like a supervillain.
No, it's not. I don't know. I'm just saying it's fucking ridiculous how everything turned out like that. Like we were all talking about
And it
communism
seemed
before.
Easy. Like I was surprised how fucking they got in so easily. Like just like it was crazy. They just broke a window
And walked in.
Yeah, and walked
They
in.
stole podiums.
And then there was like 4 cops going, "Hey, you're not allowed in here."
Yeah. Oh,
The best was that there was a guy who took pictures in Nancy Pelosi's office with his feet up on the desk.
Yeah.
And they took Nancy Pelosi. She has like something in there.
That little podium thing.
Yeah. They took her podium.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's
Can I say something though? I don't like this. I don't like the descending into chaos. I don't like any of this. But I do appreciate the hilarity of some of those images.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that so far I didn't see. Did anyone get killed or anything?
Yeah.
Someone got killed?
One woman got killed.
Okay, so then I don't like that.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
I don't like
got
that.
shot and died.
I don't like that. Really? Who shot them?
One of the Vikings. Well, not like one of the
Protesters? They shot a cop?
They shot it was someone that works in the Capitol building.
What's the point of that? Do you see what I'm saying?
But
Like, what's the point of
There's
that?
always that one lunatic who's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna murder somebody.
The one lunatic, there was people dressed like horses, bro. The one lunatic.
Well,
They're all
it's
lunatics.
the quiet guy dressed like a civilian. You got to watch out for in those
The
situations.
loud lunatics, the funny lunatics.
Yeah, they're there.
Okay.
They're there for the drama and the
They're
humor.
there for the memes.
You know,
Yeah, there are people that were there for the memes.
But that guy that stole the podium,
He's amazing.
The picture of him, he looks so happy. And I was like, God damn, that guy was just there to steal something funny.
Yeah.
He was just there to make his friends laugh.
he's
Yeah.
that drunk guy that steals the cone all the time.
Yeah, no, that guy's cool.
Yeah.
That guy's cool. But I mean, that's why I'm saying that kind of funny stuff I can appreciate. I just don't like seeing the descent to chaos. I don't like hearing about a woman died over nothing. This isn't a real thing for you to die over. It's such a needless death. It's horrifying, you know? But all this shit, same thing last week when they, what was it, Hollywood, they ran into a store, it was like 12 guys, but it was 12 black guys that ran to a store to steal shit. Like one of these expensive stores.
Oh man, it's descending into
And it's descending into chaos. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening to America? What's happening? Like, what? There's no excuse. Not even the COVID. Not even President Trump, President Biden. It doesn't matter. It's not a way to act.
50 Cent posted a picture of he posted a picture of the Capitol building when there was the BLM protests. And it goes, just remember how they got ready to protect
Nancy Pelosi.
to protect the Capitol building when there's the BLM riots, and now look at what they use. They just use like 4 cops.
Well, in the defense of those cops, the BLM riots also set fire to entire cities. So there was a bit of a precedence.
Well, that's what I wanted to say.
There was a bit of a precedence
why is he
there.
posting this? Whatever, you know, like.
That's how CNN was, but the reason why there weren't many cops is because no one saw it coming.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So they
that's
were
why it was
organized to
so
be like, we're
easy
going to
for
be there
that.
at this time. And before, they were setting fires to other cities. So that made sense.
Yeah.
This, I didn't even know this was happening. I found out while it was happening.
I found out that they were planning a march. What happened was they were planning a march in Washington, D.C., the Million MAGA March, they called it. And there was like a ton of people that showed up and shit. And then even Apple, you know, Apple Maps.
Yeah.
They disabled the directions to Washington D.C. temporarily. So people, I guess, still made it.
What?
Yeah, like
What do you mean
crazy shit.
disabled directions?
Yeah, you couldn't.
Hold on. Who's the idiot that's like, I gotta get to what? There's signs. It's like disabled. Oh well, I guess I live here now.
No. If you like were from another city or whatever, and you put directions on Apple Maps, they wouldn't give you directions to
But
Washington D.C.
Washington is one of the easiest cities to get to.
Oh, but I don't know. I just saw.
Fucking highway goes to Washington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like every time I drive down to Florida, I always get fucking lost in Washington because you have to drive through it. Like if you're going north or south, you end
gonna
up
hit
in
it.
Washington. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
it's like going from like if you're from Montreal, going from Laval to Brossard, and then not finding Montreal.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Okay.
Like there's signs.
Okay.
Like they deterred the biggest of all the imbeciles. They deterred the guy who, when his phone didn't work, he's like, I guess the aliens came. Like they deterred that guy.
Yeah.
But who the fuck? I don't know, man. And once, you know what shocks me now that you tell me this, that a girl died? Like once you're already in the building and no one's attacking you physically, why are you even pulling out guns?
Yeah.
You could steal, you could spray paint. Why would you pull out a gun?
Because there's the one asshole that fucking showed up like, yo, I'm coming ready in case shit pops off, and he has the gun.
Yeah.
And then one girl made one wrong movement into her purse to get her phone or
But
something.
no. This is how you know that majority of people might actually be stupid. Because if you remember doing the BLM stuff, same thing when they would set fire to black-owned businesses and when they would destroy people who had nothing to do with cops. They're like, fuck police, and they would set their business on fire.
Yeah.
That's idiocy. That's complete. Same thing now. You're already in the Capitol Hill. You're stealing podiums, and you're like, I'm gonna. You have to be such a low level IQ person to whip out a gun and shoot a random girl that works there. And also, where the fuck were the politicians?
They were all hiding.
They were in there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I saw images of them. Like they were all like almost like it was an earthquake.
How did nobody cop a beating?
I don't know. Like
There was a man dressed as a horse, and he couldn't beat anybody up. There was a man dressed as a horse.
I don't know anymore, bro. It's all nuts.
That's the best LARPing photo ever.
Yeah.
They're all in costume.
But did you guys see the Simpsons episode?
No, I don't watch the
one.
Simpsons anymore.
No, but the one that foresaw this. It said January 20th, 2021, and it just America's been destroyed. Everything's on fire. Everything's a shit show.
What?
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's like a meme going around.
But it's not January 20th.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it shows. No, it's in The Simpsons, and it depicts America on January 20th, 2021.
Yeah, from when is this
Did
episode?
you see the
I don't know.
episode where Milhouse, his parents get divorced? Same.
Yeah.
No, but
Same.
no, but I'm just saying. Like, I don't know if they're
They
telling.
got the date wrong, but still.
Yeah. It's the same. My parents got divorced.
No,
I'm Milhouse.
I don't have the glasses.
They didn't foresee anything, especially if they made this episode last year or whatever.
No, they didn't, I'm not saying they foresee it. Some people
Yeah,
are
you
saying
did.
it's no. Some people are saying it's
If they did this
Programming.
episode in 2006, then they were like the modern day Nostradamus. But if they wrote this in fucking September,
Like, isn't January 20th when they're supposed to? Isn't that when Biden takes over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it was a joke about how
People would get pissed.
Possibly. Yeah, I didn't look into when the episode was aired.
You know, I feel like this could have all been avoided had they not tried to fuck over Americans with that $600 check. I feel like tensions would have been lower. But I think that was like the last people were like, okay, we haven't gotten paid in forever, and now this too.
Yeah.
And I'm not agreeing with this. I hate the fact they did this because in a civilized society, there's got to be better ways going through the proper channels. You know, I don't like any of this shit. I didn't like them burning down cities. I don't like them doing this. I don't think that that's how we should be behaving. But at least so far, some good memes are coming out of this one.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude, these fucking idiots. How do you not get caught? You're sending your own photos. At least the BLM protesters had fucking the smarts to wrap their faces up.
Yeah.
These guys are so anti-mask. They won't even cover their face when they're committing a crime.
yeah.
Yeah. You'd think. You're stealing podiums, you're smiling, like you'd think they'd cover their faces.
I think it's because they think they're like heroes.
They are funny.
Yeah, possibly.
They're like, we're the good guys.
There was a picture of a guy in because there's a desk. There's like the main head honcho desk in the Capitol building. I don't know.
That's what they call you.
Well, I call it that because I don't know what it is. And the guy had sat there and he has the American flag, I think. Hold on. I'm going to show you this. It's hilarious. I'm going to show you after because right now we're
live streaming.
Yes.
We're live streaming, boys. It's too much, though. I don't like it. Like, we'll laugh about it, this and that, but I don't like the descent into chaos. I don't like that shit.
I wonder how this is going to end. Like, is this
M. Night Shyamalan twist? This was all a dream. You're going to wake up. This is all a figment of your imagination.
But is this the first day of like a civil war? Or it's just a bunch of fuckheads? It's
not a civil war yet because people haven't fought each other, right? So they're against the government, which is fine. Like, there's different methods of doing this, but it's fine. It's if tomorrow there's like hardcore Democrats that show up or something. And then they start fighting each other, and then the best way is if they separate people like they've been doing for months now by color, because people are falling for the color thing. Yeah. Every time you see someone tweet, "Oh, if it was black people," or "This is what would have happened," fuck white privilege. That's them playing into that game. Because now you're forgetting about what policies, what people are mad at. Now you're just breaking down to color. Yeah. So you're falling for the same trap. Because now you're separating your neighbor. You're assuming that it's by color. That means that you, in those people's eyes, is the same as the horse guy. Because you're not a person of color. So you're the same in their eyes. You have the same privilege. You have the same right to go down there and fuck around as the guy in the horse costume. Which in reality, nobody in this room would go down there and do that kind of shit. It's the same thing like BLM.
Like black Vikings that they cropped out of the picture.
How funny would that be? Yeah? Like, well, I don't think it's a white thing.
God damn it! I stole 9 podiums
and nobody took a photo.
Pictures of me.
I just don't like separating. I don't like separating people like that, man. If you're separating them by fucking race and shit, that's crazy to me. Yeah, like you're falling for that trap now. This guy is fucking. Anyways, this guy, he had a dream over the weekend where people were separating in a prison. They were separating people by what is it? Genetics.
No, by rapists and I guess regular criminals. Like
so it was all regular criminals and you.
Yeah, he was in his dream.
Were you one of the rapists?
Can I, hold on,
he was accused of rape.
Hold on, can I say the story from the beginning?
Okay, not everyone's seen it. He said on the live stream, but you can go ahead and say it.
Okay, I'm gonna say it to you for the first time. So I get this dream. So I've been trying to quit smoking again. Okay, and I hadn't smoked for like 2-3 days. And every time
for the record, he's blaming the smoking, but I saw him smoke today. He stole one of Spiro's cigarettes. So I saw you smoke. Like you're smoking.
No, I know, but I hadn't smoked for 2-3 days, and when I cut those 2-3 days out because of the nicotine,
you get aggressive and you feel like raping.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, listen to this.
No. Rapey ideas.
No, it's not that. It's
like fuck. There's no more Demorier. Should I rape someone?
No, I start to get very vivid dreams. Okay, so the dream starts off with it's me and Pantelis. Okay.
He's involving me in his goddamn dream.
Well, look, this is how the dream was. Okay, what do you want me to do? I didn't choose this.
Is he wearing something sexy?
I don't remember I don't remember what I was wearing. I just remember the car we were driving.
I don't like that you don't remember my sexy outfit, but go on.
He got all dolled up for you.
I wore it for you. I wore it for you.
God damn. But there's a movie called The Debt Collector. Okay, on Netflix. It's like a Netflix original, and they're driving around this old school muscle car.
Is it a guy that collects debts?
Yeah, basically.
Really?
And
it's a good title.
We're driving around in a similar car, and we're just going around from place to place, and we're on missions, right? In my dream, it's never addressed as to what we're doing, right?
So, I guarantee you probably something stupid.
So finally, we're going from place to place, and then the day comes to an end, and we end up at a party. And now it's a fun party, this, that. But at some point throughout the party, some dude tries to start shit with me. So in my dream, I tell him...
Start shit like fight or sucking your dick?
No, like fight. He's trying to fight me or whatever. And I'm
so unrealistic.
What?
If he was sucking your dick, that would be realistic.
But, where was I? Yeah. So he tries to start a fight with me and this, that. And I'm like, yo, stop it, whatever. No, don't fuck around. Like, I'll crack you, you know? And I guess he wouldn't stop, so I had to get him involved. I'm like, bro, can you tell him to stop? And there's that. And in my dream, he thought it would have been funny to mess with me. So he convinced the guy to steal my...
So he bullied you in your dream?
Yeah.
It does sound like that.
So he convinced the guy to steal my phone. So finally, the guy steals my phone, but I see him stealing it, And then like I try to get it back and he's running away and shit. But then I turn around and he's laughing. I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you laughing? This is all in my dream right now. I'm like, why are you laughing? And he's laughing because I told him. He goes, I'm like, you fucking idiot. So I start getting mad at him. I go, that's where the sensitive documents are. And he's like, what, on your phone? Why would you? So we have this whole argument of why would
sensitive documents.
Why would
fucking CIA retard over here?
Why would choose the phone to have these sensitive documents? So finally, we go on this witch hunt to find this guy, right?
Do you know what a witch hunt is? We just chased him down.
Yeah, we chased him down.
We didn't go to a witch hunt.
Ran after.
So yeah, we ran after him. We chased him down. We catch up to him. Finally, I give him a savage beating, and I break his head through like a glass door, and he gets a cut on the side of his neck. Okay, this is what I remember. And then finally,
we leave.
We take off. We're driving, and then
we're good citizens.
Yeah, we get pulled over by the cops. I end up getting arrested, and then the dream cuts where I'm like, I guess in the precinct, and I'm sitting at the questioning table, and they're
at the questioning table, the famous questioning table.
That fucking table,
the interrogation room. Just say that.
Interrogation room. Yes.
The questioning table.
So
you know where they ask you questions.
The questioning table.
So finally, I'm in the interrogation room,
and then the questioning officer comes in,
and I'm refusing to talk.
The talking man comes in.
The good cop, bad cop.
The talking man comes in. They offer me nothing but questions.
And in the interrogation room, I refuse to talk until I see my lawyer. But apparently, my lawyer refuses to see me because he's disgusted by me.
Because he's a Jew. He could sense the anti-Semitism.
So then this keeps going on. They keep trying to question me. I'm not talking. Finally, I keep seeing.
Disgusted.
They put me in like.
He's disgusted by me. The guy is paid to defend pedophiles and rapists and murderers, but he's disgusted by you.
So then,
you know what? That makes you very self-aware.
No. God damn.
He's disgusted by me. Did you know why he was disgusted by you?
Well, no, hold on. So in the dream, not yet. Now I know,
Okay.
you know. But this is how I remember it as I was dreaming it, right? So finally, they put me in this giant holding cell where there's everyone, right?
How did you find out he was disgusted by you? Did the talking man come in and go?
Well, something like that.
He doesn't want to see you.
Yeah, some shit like that. So finally, I'm in this giant holding cell, and there's all these weirdos. People with like melted food. They look like monsters.
Yeah, they separated him again by genetics. They put them all in the same. They put him and the Toxic Avenger in the same cell.
And I'm like, in my dream, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here with these weirdos? You know, I don't belong here. So finally, they pull me out one last time, and they get this beautiful.
Then you realize you were alone in front of a mirror.
It's just him in a bathroom.
And finally, they get this. They get this beautiful woman cop to speak to me.
Okay.
One of those lady cops.
Yes. So she starts talking. She's like, come on, just fess up. I'm like, fess up to what? I didn't do anything. And I'm not talking unless I get my lawyer. Like, look, just tell us.
Wait, hold on. I'm not talking unless I get my lawyer. You had your lawyer, and he was physically disgusted by you.
Yeah, well,
She was like, he's vomiting in the alley.
so she's like, just admit it. I'm like, just admit what? She was just admit that you savagely raped that man in the alleyway.
Oh, shit.
So then in my dream, I'm like, what? I start freaking out in my dream. I'm like, that never happened. I start arguing. I start yelling. I start causing a scene. And finally, I ask for my phone call. Right?
But it does sound like it happened.
I know, but it didn't.
Well, that's for a judge to decide, not for you to decide.
So then finally, I waste my phone call on this guy. Okay. I'm like, bro.
I'm a good phone call.
I'm like, look, bro, you got to get me out of this mess. And he's laughing. And I go, and he goes, why? What happened? I go, look, you got to snitch on me. And he's like arguing with me. I'm like, I ain't no snitch. Nah. I'm like, look, would you rather snitch on me or be known as the guy that worked with somebody who savagely raped somebody in the ass?
But here's the thing,
he
even
starts
in my
laughing.
real life right now, if somebody just accuses him of savagely raping dudes in the ass, it's not hard to believe.
No, but you were my witness. It was like, you know, in the alley.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, it seems believable that you raped a man in the ass.
Yeah.
God
You'd
damn.
be like, look, I was trying to overlook that.
So I
I was
start
making good money.
But you know what? All right, so the judge wants to hear from me.
Finally, he's laughing, and I convince him to snitch on me, to say what really happened. You know. So finally, we go to court.
But that's not snitching on you. That's to be your witness.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
In the dream, I said, I need you to snitch on me.
To say that you were doing
No.
something else other than raping.
Yeah.
No,
so you
to-
wanted
to-
me to lie for you.
No,
Yeah.
to snitch is to tell the truth. That's why you're snitching on someone.
No, snitching is not just tell the truth.
You're
Snitching
narking.
is going,
It's
narking.
getting someone in trouble.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be narking. I wouldn't be snitching.
Yeah,
He'd
for
be
what really
saving
happened, that
you.
I gave him a beating.
He'd
Yeah, but I wouldn't be
saving
snitching.
you.
Yeah, because you asked me to say it. Snitching is if you tell me don't tell anyone,
Well,
and then
and-
I snitch on you.
Yeah.
Okay, but look,
You
this
goddamn rat bastard! You got me out of prison.
Yeah. What? You saved me from a rape conviction. Why are you such a rat? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, in the dream, I was trying to convince you. Anyways, whatever. This is how I remember it.
You're trying to convince me to save him from rape charges. I
Yeah.
needed convincing because I was like, you kind of deserve it.
So he starts laughing. Finally, I convince him this, that. And then it was in court and shit. And I got excused because the other guy had no witnesses. And then finally what happened is we leave and we're going
But
on
can
like,
I? You hear what he
more
said?
missions?
He didn't say it got. I got excused because I didn't rape him. He said I got excused because the guy didn't have any witnesses.
No, but
Yeah.
That means you making it sound like you're guilty.
Well,
Guilty
no,
as
'cause-
rape.
Was your lawyer there?
I don't remember.
court?
I don't remember. It was a dream.
Because I'm pretty sure he was the only witness.
It was all very...
That's why he was disgusted.
Yeah. Saw the whole thing.
He was like, I saw what you did.
I know your style.
It was all... Look, this dream was very like quick cut. Okay?
yeah.
So finally, we end up going on more missions and shit. But this time, this guy's following us around, and he's like, and he won't leave us alone, and he keeps yelling at me to fuck him in the ass. But I refuse.
The guy that you raped?
the guy that I beat up and sliced his neck.
Okay.
Okay, that he accused me
He
of then
wants to
raping
get
him.
raped.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Well, it's not rape because he's asking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, he's asking me to fuck. I'm like, no. And then this guy turns on. I was like, bro, just get it over with and fuck him in the ass. And I start freaking out in the dream. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
It does sound like me because I am a problem solver.
And then in the dream, I go to pull out the gun. I'm like, this is how it ends.
But you are fucking him in the ass?
no.
like, were you banging him in the ass and you're gonna put the gun to his head like a sex
At
thing?
no point in the dream am I fucking him in the ass. So then I
Is
get
pull out the gun a way of saying you pulled your dick out of
no,
his
no, no.
ass? And you're going to shoot him in the face and on the chest?
But no, you won't shoot him inside.
No, he might get pregnant.
Yeah.
So finally in the dream, I go, I'm putting an end to this. I'm tired of this shit. And I go to pull out a gun and my dream cuts.
This is what I deal with. This is what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
He brings repressed homosexual urges.
That is a very gay dream.
Yeah, that's what everybody on the internet's been saying.
That
Yeah.
is so gay.
Yeah. Someone commented on the
wanna
Patreon.
suck a cock so bad.
Yeah. That's what somebody said on the Patreon. They go, you take bits and pieces of your real life, like you're like clearly. And what's fucked about you is you didn't just sleep with a man. You violently raped someone to the point where they brought you in court. So who knows what you're liable to do next week? Like we're in a lockdown, but we can't lock down that dick apparently.
Yeah.
No goat, no man,
Oh God.
no one is safe.
But no, that doesn't make sense because I've had
That
regular
might be
sex
the
dreams.
only reason why the Quebec premier is has the lockdown at
And the
night.
curfew?
And the curfew?
The curfew is because he knows about his dreams.
You heard about my dream?
He wants to stop all that gay raping.
Yeah, you
did
fucked all of us.
He did start with a curfew right after we did Pantelis Live.
Yeah.
There was...
You did this.
I'm sorry, guys.
I want people in Montreal to know that you fucked them over. Yo, all around Quebec, though, this is going to be happening. This curfew nonsense.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure smaller places, they're going to rebel. They're going to be like, fuck you, your curfew.
Well,
they all
like,
know each other. They're going to be like, shut the fuck up,
I
Steve.
told you before we were on the air, my Lou Marin, who's my tour manager,
Yeah.
he moved back home as soon as COVID hit to the Magdalen Islands. I don't know how many people are there, but they're like couple thousand, and they haven't had a case in like 5 months, but they still have to obey all the sort of
And no one's there. No one goes
rules
there.
and laws. But so the only thing they do, like bars are closed. They can't open bars. They can't open restaurants. But they're just going to people's houses, which is normal.
Because no one has it.
If you haven't had a case in like
Yeah.
4 months and you live on a fucking island,
A deserted one.
yeah. So they're not gonna respect the rules.
No, but that's cool because you know everyone. But here
Yeah.
you're gonna have these asshole cops that take it too seriously. And they're like, it's 8:30. What are you doing outside? You know, like, ugh. Can't wait for that. I can't wait to see those videos. You're gonna see people who finish work at 7:30. They stayed a bit late. They have to finish something up. They're leaving to come home, and they're getting beaten with nightsticks.
Yeah.
I think though most of the cops are gonna be cool if you're cool with them on a thing like this.
But how are you
'Cause
cool with them if they pull you? If I'm driving and I get pulled
know
over, how
it's
can I be
stupid.
cool?
They know it's stupid.
You think?
So, yeah.
I hope so.
They know it's stupid. They have to know it's stupid.
I hope they pull the same move like they did in California, where they didn't enforce it in California.
No, I think they're gonna enforce it here.
Yeah.
They're enforcing going to people's houses here. Yeah, they're gonna enforce it here.
I don't know if you noticed though, they only did that in Gatineau, which is like the city next to Ottawa, for some weird reason.
Mm-hmm.
They did
it here too.
Montreal
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Montreal, and you know it's crazy. The rats, Montreal, over that holiday break, they received almost 1,000 phone calls from neighbors ratting their neighbors out.
Really?
Yeah. From like people ratting their neighbors out. Yeah.
Oh, who told me something about the church, the Greek church? Some people got ratted out at the church.
Oh, thank God! I didn't do my stuff.
That they were 1 or 2 people over, something like that.
Really?
And then somebody told the priest from the cops. I don't know who told me this. Somebody
That's
told
a
me.
good story.
Somebody told me this, and they told the priest it's your own people calling.
Yeah, people.
It's not even like.
Well, it's always from the inside. They right. Yeah, like remember the article I sent you, the CBC one a few days ago, when you were laughing, the Greek community in 2003, I think it was.
Oh my God!
How funny was that?
Oh my God, bro! I was dying.
Read
hold
it to Mike.
on. You texted it to me, right?
Because I forgot who I was talking.
This is amazing.
I was talking to my buddy Viran, and I was reminiscing about old funny stories, and we were talking about how it's funny now how people fuck each other over. And then I go, every community thinks it's their community that does it, but it's every community because people are assholes.
Yeah.
So it's just finding good people versus bad people. And then he's like, do you ever remember like the Greek community? Anybody ever doing that? I go, all the time it happens. And then I remembered, I told him X, he's going to tell you now because it's funnier if he says to you. But I go, do you remember when this happened? And he's like, there was no way this was public. And he Googled it and the article still came up.
Greek schools paid $24,000 on phone sex calls. Hold on. 4 Greek private schools in Montreal are scrambling to explain why they paid $24,000 on calls to adult telephone lines at a time when they couldn't afford to pay their teachers. A newly released audit from more than 400 calls were made between August 2003 and October 2004 from the private Socrates schools to party lines with names such as Live Girls and Fantasy Lives. Yet in June, the school's 120 teachers held a one-day strike after their salaries were held back for 2 weeks due to lack of funds. The head of the Socrates Parent Committee in Laval said he's saddened by the news.
Saddened.
Hopefully,
he's like, I'm sad. If I knew this, if I knew I could have been jerking off during the PTA meetings.
I'm very sad. What'll make me happier is a party line.
God damn. Hopefully they'll zero in on who's responsible and have him pay it back, said Chris Didis. It's not fair. This is our money. This is for our kids. The Hellenic community of Montreal, which runs the schools, commissioned the audit this summer to clear up the origins of some suspicious sending.
Yeah, the article, the rest is nonsense. It's just that. But the point is, this is hilarious, but it's something that should have stayed behind closed doors. Yeah. Let's find out who did it. Let's find out.
Not a fucking article.
Somebody went to the CBC. They're like, everybody needs to know about this. Like,
it makes everyone involved look like buffoons.
That's what I said. Yeah. It doesn't help anyone. Yeah. And one of them probably put out because they're like, I'm going to fucking show you, Mike. But it's like, you look like an idiot too.
Yeah.
Because you didn't realize someone was calling these lines.
They don't even know who it is.
No, they found out later.
Oh, did
they? Found out, yeah, I know who it was. Yeah.
Was it a teacher?
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't a teacher. No,
it wasn't a student?
Was it?
No, it wasn't a student.
Like
principal.
A janitor?
Well, I can't give too much away because
I know who it is.
You don't know who it is. You don't know who it is.
Okay.
But they paid them. They paid them back after. But yeah, it was.
They had to pay $24,000.
I think they settled in the middle or some shit because
Can you tell me after?
Maybe. You have a big mouth though. But yeah, it was just so I was talking about that. That's just an example of how it doesn't matter. It's every community. You're always gonna find that one asshole who rats out his neighbor, regardless of who his neighbor is. You have these people that like it. So this morning, I got really pissed off. We were doing the morning show, and I found something out. Mike, I don't know if you heard about the little girl in Laval, and it drove me fucking crazy.
What little girl in Laval?
It was a girl that was killed by her family.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Dude, apparently they can hear her screaming every day for like the longest time. They found her with burnt, like they burnt her. What did they say? They put in boiling water. They basically tortured this kid.
Yeah, they poured boiling water on her, and then they put her in a bathtub, and then heated up the water. And
people, how old is she?
Just a little kid, under 10, like a little kid. And people were saying, yeah, we heard screams for a long time. We just didn't want to get involved like for a month or whatever. We haven't seen her during the holidays or whatever. But the same fucking people were called. Oh, there's an extra car there. There's an extra car there. I'm going to call for this.
You're
but
not
they
gonna
wouldn't call
the cops when you hear screams.
It's crazy to me. I feel like we live in the Twilight Zone and people don't understand what's important, when they should make a stand. It's crazy how we've become.
You know what we should do to change people's mentality? Because people won't call to save a little girl, but they'll call to get people in trouble. So if we made those fucking assholes realize if you call to tell the cops that guy's burning his daughter, he'll get in trouble.
Yeah, something like that, because it's all they care about.
Oh, that's good.
It's so stupid. It's so in the morning it ruined their whole. Like me and him after the show, we were talking about it, and we're like, what planet do we live on? Like it made us. He felt weird. I felt weird, and it's like when you think about it, could have been avoided because apparently people admit, we heard screaming for. And what the fuck, man? Like. Sometimes I'll hear something, like I'll be walking the street and I'll hear a girl yell, and then I'll fucking try to isolate and find out where the fuck it came from in case someone's getting killed. And then you're telling me daily you hear people screaming, a kid screaming, you don't do shit?
Well, I hear yelling in my building all the time, but that's a natural occurrence in park extensions, so I don't even bother.
When I hear in the lanes and shit like that, I'll investigate. You know what I mean? Unless it's suspicious.
It depends if you hear like a little kid yelling.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard a little kid screaming, but I definitely do something.
Yeah, I would investigate.
If you hear a woman screaming, like I always stop and try to like eavesdrop just to see if it's just a regular argument or some fucking asshole beating his wife.
Yeah.
How are we the voice of reason? We're three semi-retarded people and you're full retarded. How is that possible?
But I think I'm pretty sure I heard a gunshot the other day in my neighborhood.
I used to hear them a lot, yeah.
Like, because I thought it was because it was around the New Year. Like New Year's Day, I think it was January 2nd, and I hear something go pow.
Probably fireworks.
And I'm like, oh, it's probably like a firework. And I was waiting for more and nothing. I was like,
but then you heard screams.
I'm like, oh, it was probably,
oh my God, Steve's head is blown off.
I'm like, but wait a moment, we're the second, not the first. I'm like,
hold on, did you
open the window, go wrong day, stupid?
Yeah, like I was like, wait a moment, like that's what he thought he said. Wait a moment, now loading.
Yeah. His neighbor was like, don't tell anyone. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you've had fireworks on the wrong day.
Yeah. He's like, don't tell anyone he's cleaning the gun. He's like, don't worry, bro. Everybody, we do embarrassing stuff all the time.
I got you. I know, snitch.
I've been having gay sex in my dreams for 2 weeks, so.
You don't tell anyone that,
Don't tell anyone about that.
And he's high five, bro. We got secrets. High five.
Okay, again, I didn't have gay sex in the dream.
High five to secrets.
Well, according to your...
No, I was accused of gay rape in the dream.
In your dream. By a credible witness.
All of the witnesses in your dream, you had gay sex.
No, by the guy that I beat up.
With your dick.
God damn you guys.
This is a good time.
No, but I have a theory as to why they call for shit like to give tickets.
Yeah.
And why they won't call for like the little girl. Is because they're in their situation, right? The lockdown and everything. And they need to, in their head, they need to do justice for the situation that they're in. So they need a villain. They need to accuse somebody and be like, it's because of them and I did good. Yeah. Now my situation is going to improve. They feel like they're improving their situation.
We have, like, I'm going to say to all fans, anyone listening and all that.
Theoretically this.
Yeah, obviously mind your fucking business. But when it's something like that, you're not doing anything wrong. Because at the worst, let's say if they go in and I don't know, the kid was screaming, no one's gonna get mad at you. No cop is gonna be like, oh, the kid was just playing. No one's gonna be mad at you. They're gonna be like, you know what, it's better.
Even the parents
are gonna be like, I'm glad that you paid attention. You thought that my kid fell or something. More if it's wrong, and if you're not wrong, and if you're right, then you did the right thing because you saved
life.
So don't. If I could get through anyone, just that's the kind of shit you get into. Don't rat out your neighbors for fucking having guests over. That's stupid. That's nonsense. Don't fall for that trap. But to help out a fucking kid or a woman or even a guy, if you hear a guy screaming, help, help, you're not gonna be like, I'm gonna close my window unless he has an extra friend there. Then that doesn't live there. Then I'll call the cops. Don't be stupid. Help out if you can, man. Like fuck.
Oh, yeah, I had seen that little Indian boy fall down the stairs in the summer, and I was like,
you stepped on his fingers.
No.
I saw the little Indian boy fall down the stairs. There's a video of you pushing him down the stairs.
No, I mean like from my balcony.
Yeah.
But then I saw the parents come out, and they were like
you ran away.
No. And now they picked him up.
You'll never catch me.
No, the parents picked him up like all aggressively, and they were like patted him. They're like, "You're good."
So wait, what does that have to do with anything? Why is this story? This doesn't.
No, but like I was about to.
You just said I saw a kid fall down.
But I was about to see if I could help. I was like, "Fuck, maybe the kid, bro, it tumbled down multiple flights of stairs, bro. You know, and those steel steps.
Yeah, Indians
you know,
are tough, bro.
ones?
Indians could take a beating.
Yeah.
The you know the ones in backyard, the park.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. No, the spiral ones. Yeah. No, Indians are tough, bro.
Yeah, bro. But then the parents came out. And I'm like, okay, the kid's good.
Imagine they weren't his parents. That kid just got thrown downstairs and kidnapped. And Poseidon saw the whole thing. He's like,
yeah, they're like, you remember when our son fell down the stairs and became like he became mentally challenged, and then that big Greek man just did this.
he gave a thumbs up.
We're like, our son will never be a doctor.
He's like, I like India, Bofilage. Good stuff. He's like,
Indians are tough, bro.
and Poseidon goes in. He's like, fuck, it's a good day. Somebody made it.
I almost saved someone.
Yeah, I almost say so. That's what makes it great. He started, I went on TikTok. I saw your messages. He started sending me messages on TikTok. It's videos sometimes of young girls dancing or whatever. But he did send me a video of him. What were you cooking? And you were putting weird stuff on it and shit?
Oh, that was on my story.
No. You put it on your into TikTok. I saw it on your TikTok.
No.
Yeah. There was a TikTok video that I saw of you in your house. And you're like, why do people do this or something weird? Something that you should not have been doing. Unless you deleted it.
Oh, with the cold cuts.
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah, that's on my Instagram too.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, just you know when you get hungry at like 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It basically goes not a single soul, nobody, and then me at 3 in the morning running into the kitchen getting cold cuts.
Yeah, he made a TikTok video. It's fun. It was
it
was like what those little girls do, but it's Poseidon. So on one, he sends me a video, so I see it's girls shaking their asses, and then literally in the same format, I turn it's Poseidon, being like, "What do you do at 2 in the morning?" I was like, you don't belong in this party, bro.
I also made this one. Mike's gonna appreciate this. It's the one that I remember. The you're gonna hear it. You're gonna know.
I don't know what that is. That's not the only thing that squirts. Oh yeah, Mike doesn't know about that. Dude, so Friday. So we were doing a morning show on Friday, and this guy starts because he sent me a thing. Is the woman that he just showed you? He showed him the woman, right?
Yeah.
She's like how old? 60?
50. Oh, she says she's 50.
The blonde?
Yeah, but she's actually very fit. Like, and she does these yoga, these Pilates stuff where she throws her legs in the air and she does the splits in the air. It's like
anyways,
really
he likes
crazy.
her. He calls her a gilf, okay?
Yeah.
And he reached out to her. He sent her a private message on TikTok.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. Oh, I thought it was on TikTok.
Instagram.
And then she went to TikTok to block you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. So then he sends her like, what did you say? I would bang you.
What did you say? Yeah.
I said, I don't remember. I think I did.
He said, if you were my grandmother, I'd bang you.
I'm not gonna lie, but if you were my grandmother, I'm not ashamed to say, I try to hit it.
What?
You know how fucking shitty that is for her? She's 50. And you look like you're 46. So you're telling a fucking 50-year-old that she looks like she's in her 90s.
Yeah, and also that he would bang his own grandmother,
Yeah.
basically, is what he said.
I thought it would. I thought, you know.
And she went off.
Look,
he read the message like, fuck you. And then she's like, you have your podcast. How would you like if your podcast fans find out what kind of a creep you are? Little does she know, they all know he's a creep. But so he goes to all this, and then we're doing the morning show, and we're like, okay, bring up her TikTok so we could see who you're talking about. And bro, he goes to TikTok, and she blocked him. He couldn't see him.
Oh.
She ripped him on Instagram, and then went and blocked him on TikTok. She had to find him on TikTok.
I also clipped the moment. I'm gonna show you. It's very funny.
Where's she from?
I have no clue, bro.
The States, I think.
Was this in December? When did this happen?
This happened last week. We talked about it last week.
Before the new year or after the new year?
Last Friday.
Week.
Last Friday or Wednesday? Oh, you're just showing him that. Yeah, but he's just going to see it's blocked. But this is a live stream. People can't.
Yeah.
The best you can do is put it in the mic at least.
I'm going to post it for everyone after on my
Post
Instagram.
it for everyone on your Instagram.
Yeah.
It's just, so then we go look at it, and she had blocked him, but she went to different platforms to block him.
Yeah.
Like, she was so serious. But I don't know if you have her texts. What she wrote him was fucking hilarious.
She's like, and then.
Can you read it word for word, what she wrote?
You still have it?
No, I don't think so. But she had written something like.
Wait, when she blocks you, her messages go away?
She blocked me on TikTok.
Where did she say in the messages?
Instagram.
So don't you have them? Can't you read them?
No, I deleted them.
Why would you delete them?
Because I got angry.
But they're hilarious.
I got blocked.
Yeah. They were hilarious because he was reading them to us during the show, and it was stuff like, "You should be ashamed. How would you like it if I show this to my son?" And then she just went off on him.
But I thought I was gonna. I thought a bit of humor, you know.
But let me ask you a question, a bit of humor.
As an
But when you
icebreaker?
said if you were my grandmother, I would try to fuck you. But here's all I'm asking is, you don't find it weird, not calling her a grandmother, but you don't find it weird that you told a woman, a strange woman, that you would have sex with your grandmother. You would have sex with your own grandmother.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be obvious to her that it was a joke because obviously I wouldn't have sex with my grandmother.
Why is that obvious?
Yeah, you said the opposite. You said if you were my you said I'm not ashamed to say it. If you were my grandmother, I'd bang you. I'd try to bang you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, if it was,
look, it was funny in my head.
If you wouldn't fuck your grandmother, you'd be like, look, I'm ashamed to say this. But if you were my grandmother, I'd fuck you. But if you're not ashamed to say it, that means you want to fuck your grandmother.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
In my head, it was funny.
No, I'm not. We're not even criticizing. We're laughing at the whole situation.
No, I know. I'm laughing. I'm laughing now too.
I'm putting myself in.
I was not expecting a response like that.
If a girl told me, and she could be the hottest girl, if a girl told me, I'm not ashamed to say it, if you were my brother, I'd fuck you. Yeah. I'd be like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Then now you just turned me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've sent other shit like that too. Like I remember that chick that I'd sent that line there. The you're so hot, I want to fuck you in my mother's bed with my mother in it. Yeah,
but that doesn't include banging your mom. That just means that you want to fuck her so much that you wouldn't move your mom to the side.
Yeah, but it's still a bit crazy.
Not as crazy as actually banging your grandma.
Yeah, but it's still a joke at the end of the day because obviously I wouldn't fuck her with in my mother's bed. Like I would never do that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, but even if you would or wouldn't, she gets that. She doesn't. Your mom's not going to be there. It's an excuse. Yeah. But the way you said, if you were my grandmother, I would bang you, is what you said.
Yeah.
How else is she supposed to take it?
Yeah, no, I get it now, but I just thought.
But would you, if a girl told you, I don't know, if a girl told you, hey, if you were my father, I'd bang you. Would you like that?
I'd try or whatever. I don't know. Maybe if she, because I saw it as like you're so attractive. You know what I mean?
That even if you were my flesh, even if you were my grandma, yeah, that's related, weird.
But I
even
thought,
if it was illegal and disgusting.
Well, because I thought with all the stuff on Pornhub and whatever, all the incest you see on Pornhub.
How does this lady know about all the shit you watch on Pornhub? Like, yeah, and you're talking about the stuff they had on Pornhub.
It's the culture. It's the culture
because before they removed it.
There's like all kinds of step stuff. There's like all kinds of step stuff on.
When they were like, "What? We have all this illegal shit. We got to get rid of that."
No, there's all this step stuff on Pornhub. So it's part of the culture now and shit. You know what like the jokes like, "Oh, I'm stuck, step bro." Like
that would have been funny if you told her if you ever stuck in the dryer, I would bang you. That could fall.
Well, that's where it came from.
But you told her if you were my grandmother, I'd bang you. That means that you bang your grandmother.
Yeah, I see the way. I'm not very good at
that's like when a girl that's straight goes, "Oh, she's so pretty. If I was a lesbian, I would want to go out with her." So she's telling you that if she was gay, she'd go out with you because you're that pretty. So you're telling her that you bang your grandmother. Basically, if you were in her shoes, I'd bang you too.
I see. Yeah.
Because you could have said if you were in my neighborhood, I would take you out, or even I could bang you. You could say all that, but the fact that the way you brought her into sex in your life, the context was if incest. You were my grandmother. Yeah, that's the only way. So basically, if you were my neighbor,
but that's not how I wanted to say it.
Like you didn't say if you were my neighbor. Like if you were my neighbor, I'd be disgusted. But if you were my grandma, I'd make sure my dad watches.
I see.
Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she went off. She's like, "Would you? What are your fans gonna think if you talk about this on one of your podcasts?"
Lady, my fans have been following me on this train for a long time. The train went off the rails a long time ago, lady.
So then I got all condescending on her, and I'm like,
I don't have any fans.
Well, that's like, shut up, old lady.
This is what she wrote to me, you know. So I go, actually, you know what? I think they're gonna find this. No, I didn't call it an altercation.
Amusing?
This situation amusing and fun with the misunderstanding. So actually, I will talk about it, and I shamelessly plugged him after.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot to tell you.
I'm like, you can watch on my show.
So he basically says, "Oh, my fans don't know my podcast. Don't worry." And then he goes, "By the way, follow me on patreon.com/Pantelis." I was like, "But that sounds like it's me."
Because I have a show.
I know, but it's not like.
Also mentioned no.
I'm just saying. Let's say she tries. Let's say she blocked you, so she can't find you, right? And she's like, "This fucking guy said that he'll bang me if I was his grandmother." Who? Patreon.com/Pantelis. It's me. It's literally my pictures in. Like, this guy's a fucking pervert.
No, but I also explained that I have a show.
Yeah, she doesn't care about any of that. She's not a fan of yours.
Yeah.
No, obviously.
As soon as someone is angry at you, they're not going to listen to your explanation.
Yeah.
So he plugged me.
Well, it wasn't. I was plugging myself, you see.
No, you were trying to plug someone's grandma, and then you ended up plugging me.
But why are
No,
you
I was plugging my
like
show.
when you tell a woman you want to fuck her like she's your relative and she gets angry at you, why are you plugging stuff that you work on?
I didn't
She's
think.
not fucking Jay Leno. Like
I didn't think.
this isn't.
I didn't think it was gonna descend.
I thought
into
this was
that.
my big break, Mike.
No, I just thought a bit of humor, get to talk or whatever, you know.
Did you think you were gonna do carpool karaoke with her?
No. I don't know. I
You're
just
doing
thought.
this.
I don't know. I just thought I was. I
This
don't
your
know.
Hollywood moment.
I was like, it would be fun. I don't know. Reach out, see what comes from it. You know what I mean? Have a
How come you
conversation.
don't reach out to like younger women that are maybe located closer?
I do.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he does.
or
I do all the
older
time.
women without calling them grandmothers and telling them you like incest.
For the record,
You
I
never
don't
know.
like incest.
You may have said, you never know. Maybe another approach would have worked. Maybe you could have said like, "You're so cute. I can't believe you're only 57." Maybe that would have been better.
Yeah, that would have.
Yeah.
You see, I thought about it afterwards. I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, yeah, maybe I should have said something." But anyway, she got angry. She's like, "Oh, stop mansplaining me, blah blah blah, and go fuck yourself and keep your jokes
Stop-
on your
Stop
podcast."
mansplaining.
Yeah, and you should keep your jokes on your podcast, you piece of shit.
The man couldn't even explain it for animals. He didn't even animal explain mansplaining.
How dare you? I'm trying to animal splain.
He just sends moo. He's like, that's right. I revert to my mother tongue in moments of passion.
No, but I get it now, my fuck up, but I didn't.
It's amazing though. It's a good fuck up.
I thought in my head, bit of humor, break the ice.
Humor, he calls it. I love that. He's like, chicks love this shit.
But I actually completely shattered the ice and I just sank.
You could have equally told her, hey, yo, ever fantasize about fucking your grandson? You could have said the same effect.
If you were my uncle, I wouldn't tell.
Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. What does that mean?
I've realized the error in my ways, Mike. And lesson learned. The only L's in life, Mike, are lessons.
And there are losses, and you took some heavy losses.
Yeah, so you were saying before that you're positive now.
Yeah.
What made you
HIV.
become positive? Yeah.
I don't know. Just
It was not a dream. That's what gave him the HIV.
I don't know. I'm just thinking like, because like I've been reading shit and watching shit. I watched The Secret. I think I told you already.
No.
But like, and he's been explaining to me as well, like, what you put out into the world is what you get. So if you put out negativity and anger and all that shit, all you're gonna get is that back.
So if you call an old lady a grandmother and tell her you want to fuck her.
No, but again, that was
like
done.
she's your relative.
But that was done in the positive light. It was to make humor. It wasn't.
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Because I've noticed when you make your worst decisions, how hard were you when you sent her a message?
I was very erect.
He sent this lady a message with a huge erection.
Okay, these
Did you
hold on.
explain that to her?
These
Did you
mistakes-
go, my dick was super
You
hard.
don't know how hard I am right now.
These mistakes happen around 10 to 11 p.m. where my sex drive tends to
Peak.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where I can't really think straight, and then I get that post-nut clarity sometimes, and then I'll read a message and I'll be like, I shouldn't have sent that.
Yeah, you've had a lot of those.
Yeah.
You should jerk off before you send your message.
Well, I've started doing that.
Yeah, that was chapter 3 of The Secret.
He started doing it. The problem is he keeps doing it when he's at a store buying stuff, and he's getting banned from every place. They're like, "What are you doing? Moment of clarity, bro. You want me to message these broads on a full hard on?"
If
You want me to do something stupid?
If Blockbuster still existed, I'm a Blockbuster picking a movie. I'm in the corner just.
Do you want me to do something stupid?
bro,
Because like, you're jerking off in my store.
You want me to
I
pick-
could go dumber. I could go way dumber than
You
this.
want me to pick the wrong movie, bro?
It's just crazy. But you remember that message when we were coming back from Valdor?
Yeah.
The funniest message ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was the best message. I'm surprised you never read that one, because that one, nothing happened with that.
Nothing happened.
But that was the
You
best
never
message.
saw that girl?
No.
Okay.
Do you remember the
wanna
message?
explain to the
Do you
people?
explain? Because this is hilarious.
What did I say again? Oh, it's lost. I have like a ton of
Okay, so
messages on Instagram.
yeah, because this is within 8 minutes of speaking to her for the first time ever.
Yeah.
She reaches out to him
She was like, hey, I saw you.
on Mike's show.
you were
also,
funny.
you have to mention this. I trust your guidance.
I didn't guide you. You just can't tell sarcasm.
Well, because I can't tell because the other
Anyway,
times stuff like this
she
have
messages
worked.
him,
So
and
anyways.
he's like, "Do you want to meet up today?" She goes, "Next week, basically, is better for me." And he replies with,
Something about her
All right, so
asshole.
next week
were
I'm
gonna-
sticking. He says, so next week I'm sticking my dick in your ass.
Next week, I'm sticking my dick in your ass.
This
It
was
went from, hey, I saw you. You were really funny. We should hook up tonight. I can't tonight. Maybe next week. I'm going to stick my dick in your ass.
yeah. That was the escalation of things.
0 to 60, bro.
0 to 60, and then what did she reply? She says, "What the fuck?" She goes
like,
like, "Your dick's not going anywhere near my ass." I'm like,
Yeah, she's like, I'm not into that shit.
and then we saved it because I came up with a good line, and he brought her back like he was joking. But
I thought you were my grandmother.
Oh, shit.
But it was
How did you
just
save it?
hilarious.
How did you save it?
If I wrote to her, if you think if that made you laugh so easily, and
Imagine what I could do in
imagine, in person, how fun it would be.
yeah.
The way it was worded, I
Made
worded
it
it
look
better.
like I'm a wild and crazy guy.
That's how I made it look.
Look at these jokes.
Because I had no choice. Because it was
Yeah.
dead in the water.
Yeah.
Because because he's like, I don't know what to say to her. She said she's gonna be free next week. So sarcastically, because obviously she's free next week. What you say is, all right, what are we gonna do next week? That's
Yeah.
the obvious line. I got to tell you, gonna bang on the ass. And this guy's like, I got this. Next week I'm sticking my dick. And then he's laughing. I'm like, you didn't send that. He's like, of course I sent it. I was like, what did you send? He's like, that I'm gonna stick my dick in her ass. And I'm driving. I'm like, are you fucking with me right now? He's like, no, that's what I said. I thought that's what you told me to send. I go, you fucking crazy. Why would I tell you to send this? But those were the words that came out of my mouth. I go, yeah, I was being sarcastic. Like, obviously, that's not the line. He's like, I can't tell. I can't. Like, he's autistic. He's like,
sometimes I cannot tell with you at all. I swear to God,
Jesus, fuck.
I cannot tell when you're being sarcastic at all. Like I was,
But even if he was serious about you telling a girl that you don't know that you want to fuck her in the ass at the second message you send her, you should go, I shouldn't listen to this guy's advice anymore. Like this.
yeah, if you thought it was serious, you should be like, I don't know about this guy's advice. You know? He's good at
guy,
comedy,
yeah.
but I don't know.
Very funny comic, bad at picking up random chicks.
Yeah.
oh
Right,
shit.
because you've
You know what the
met
worst part-
enough girls in your life that works.
It's true, actually.
on like 1 out of a million crazy whores.
It'll work on a
Yeah.
hairdresser.
But then again,
Yeah.
I've had a girl send me a second message right out.
They're allowed.
A girl can do that.
The
A
girl
guy
can do
can't
that. A guy can't do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
That's a little sexist.
It's super sexist, but after
It's the reality we live in.
Even before Me Too, like since 2005, not even before that, like
You can-
since the 90s,
That's the advantage they have. Like,
girls can be slutty, but if a guy's slutty, he just looks like a fucking rapist.
yeah, you can't be. It's weird, but
can't be.
we can't do that. But an advantage that we have is that we can drive. So you win some, you lose some. We could parallel park. But yeah, no, girls can send you that kind of stuff. It's not gonna. But you sending it is very creepy.
But I've sent shit like I've had girls ask me, like I've asked girls to hang out, and they're like, okay, but before we hang out, I gotta know your intentions. I've literally said to have sex with you,
Rape.
or to
Wait, hold on. I want to know your intentions. To have sex with you, whether you agree to it or not.
No. But I let them know like right off the bat, what I want,
Yeah.
So or like to get to know you in bed. Sometimes I'll be,
To get to know you in bed.
Sometimes I'm like a little more blunt. Sometimes I'm a little more soft.
Sometimes you're soft, sometimes it's a little harder.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does. I don't know. I just see it as shooting your shot.
But yeah, you need to be careful though when you're a guy.
Yeah.
A woman can go a woman could literally write a guy, go, I want to fuck you like you were my grandpa.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, that's very weird, but okay.
Yeah, but if a guy goes to the cops, they're gonna be like, what are you complaining about, bitch?
Yeah, it's true.
What are you complaining about, old man?
yeah. But if a girl goes to the cops, look at what Poseidon wrote to me. He's like, oh, this guy's fucked. He might even be raping his grandmother after this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I see it now. You know what the worst part is? I've actually never had anal sex in my life.
Well, not according to that guy that accused you of rape. Not according to that incident last weekend.
Not according, God damn, I'm happy Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't exist because poor Freddy Krueger. Every time he'd go to kill him, he'd be like, he's still having gay sex with dudes. Freddy Whenever I show up with the tight red shirt, he gets super hard and tries to fuck me up the ass.
Freddy Krueger, he's like scraping his claws against the fucking wall, the metal wall. You know that sound? And you just see me from the corner pop out like,
Just ready to fuck.
You got your nails did.
Yeah. Oh, you got your nails did. Oh, Freddy K, Special K. All right. And then he's trying to scare Poseidon. He's like, don't scare me. Take that clothes off. I don't mind the burns. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna burn that ass up. Freddy Krueger just avoids Park X. He's like, I can't. This guy might jump into Dream World and rape me again. I can't take it anymore. I'm trying to commit murders. This guy's banging me because he's on top of someone, scaring them, and then in the back is this guy like, Freddy. Thought you could get away. It's not gay if it's in my dream.
Freddy, can you snitch for me?
Yeah.
I need you to snitch.
Say I was raping you, not him. So stupid.
God damn.
I like those old horror movies more than the new ones.
Yeah.
There's some grainy about it. It works better. Now I feel like everything's too clean and too jokey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're trying to be like, word up, Michael Myers. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Except for the new Halloween remakes. Those two are made well.
I didn't even see those.
Well, the first one. The second one hasn't come out yet, but you haven't seen it?
No. It's good?
Yeah, dude, it's very good. Yeah,
Okay.
It's Danny McBride that's behind it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'd read about that, but then I totally forgot about it.
It's a good movie.
I think we watched it together
We did.
in the movie theaters.
Yeah, and your grandma too. No, we watched it together. Yeah, it was a good. I've seen it like another 2 times after that because it's on. I think you could find it on Prime. Also, it's there for free and it's on a lot of the services. Yeah, so I've watched it again. I really like that one. I was a big fan growing up of Halloween.
Yeah, I used to love horror movies when I was little, and then I don't know why. I don't like them anymore.
Well, I think it might be because now you know how you want to feel. And why would you? That's how I feel when, like, why would I want to put myself through stress? Or, like, that's why I don't watch The Exorcist or anything like that. It's too fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put myself in that mind state. But for some reason, the Halloween, like, certain of them, the old ones maybe not, but, like, the new one, I like the story.
Okay.
So it doesn't really scare me, but I very much enjoy, like, what is he thinking? What's going to happen next? What's this? You know, like, I want to see how the second movie's going to evolve. I'm very curious. I'm not going in because I want to be scared. I'm going in because, like, I want to see what's going to happen. Are they finally going to kill him? Was it, like, that's...
Yeah.
I like horror movies in, like I just said, I didn't like them. I like them in theaters when there are people around.
Black people?
No, it's mostly little like teenage girls because they'll scream like, and they freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm not a teenage girl, but
You just reminded me.
I remember watching movies in when I was younger in the theaters and screaming. Well, not screaming, but I remember like getting startled. I think The Exorcism of Emily Rose, I got startled in the theaters, and the first ever Paranormal Activity, I got startled.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember The Strangers. I think I must have been 14, 15, and I went to watch it with Legacy, my friend Legacy. And in the movie theater, you hear just a bunch of girls screaming, and then you hear a giant scream, oh, like from me, you know. It was I remember that.
Oh, you actually got scared?
Yeah. I was like, you hear and then you hear, oh,
somebody call my grandma. I remember, but Paranormal Activity, because remember when it first came out, it was kind of creepy, that found footage. Have you seen Paranormal Activity?
I did, but I forget. Like, it's been so long.
It worked well as a horror movie the first time. After, once it loses, but
even the second time.
Yeah. The second one was okay too. There was some good moments, but the first one was really good at the time because you didn't know where it was gonna go.
Yeah.
And then so that was good. But I remember the theaters because I remember I went with a guy who doesn't get scared, like the guy because he was a little little fucked up, and he got scared.
Okay.
And then that made me happy.
I don't remember if I got scared, but I remember it being creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it makes you. But in the theaters, it was fucking scary when you see because let's say the blanket's moving by itself, and then you hear girls like, oh, and then you hear and then that scares you. You're like, this bitch is screaming. I'm scared too. And then you realize this is all nonsense. This is a movie that only cost $10,000 to make. Why am I yelling? Yeah, it was 10 G's to make it.
That's it?
Really?
Oh, they must have made stupid bank on that.
Yeah, they made stupid bank on that. Yeah.
God damn, they secured the bag on that one.
Yeah. Even the first Blair Witch was cheap.
Yeah.
That was like what, 50,000?
I don't remember, but it was cheap. The Blair Witch, the first time it happened, I thought it was real.
Yeah, because the first like 10 minutes, it's all real documentary footage.
Shit.
Well, it's real people, but
It was all real people, but they made it seem really shit. The first,
Yeah.
so and then the way they were marketing it, they didn't market it as a movie in the beginning. They marketed it as found footage. The actors weren't doing any press until after it had come out like a
Yeah.
while. So the first people to go in the theater to watch it, that didn't do any. They're like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this? So the first people didn't know that they were, like, especially younger people like me. I was in high school. I was a kid. I was 12. What was I? I was like, what the fuck is this real? Am I watching people die? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I remember when I saw that movie in the theater with my brother, and when I went to the bathroom after the movie, I was really nervous. Like I was peeing and then the door opened. And you know, after a horror movie, like the bathroom door opening is fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this someone gonna kill me?
Yeah, it's funny how your brain, no matter who you are, you start going into that world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
whole-
weird, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hereditary, Mike?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You never saw Hereditary. This guy's been
No.
talking about it forever.
Bro, you have
It's
to
good?
watch it.
Yeah, it's
You
very
have to
good.
watch that shit.
Where's it on? Is it on
It's
a
anywhere.
streaming?
I think it's on Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix
Okay.
still, yeah.
Oof, that will make you... It's not so much scary.
It makes you feel weird. It's creepy. It's very well made. There's some good acting in it too. But that guy, I don't know if he's done it again because I saw the other one, Midsummer. It's okay, but it's not as good as Hereditary. The way I describe it is it's psychological warfare because I don't want to ruin it for you, but basically you think something scary is gonna happen, but nothing scary happens. The first half of the movie just breaks you down emotionally. It makes you feel sad and terrible. It just doesn't make you feel good. By the time the scary stuff starts, you're an emotional wreck. So you're open now. So everything is 10 times worse. And by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck? Why am I so terrified? And then when you think back, you're like, oh yeah, because the movie gradually made me feel eerie and shitty before anything. And then when I was broken down, when my mental state wasn't well, then they threw in all the scary stuff. It's so, like, that's a way to make a horror movie.
Yeah.
And they did a very good job at it, like the cuts and everything. And anyways, there's moments like in the movie that really like fuck with you.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job with that movie. There's some good movies that come out there, but we were talking about Danny McBride. I've been watching a lot of his shows. Like I saw the Principal show. They have Vice Principal is very funny.
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones, I really like.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a new season supposed to come out, no?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think there's only one season.
Is it 1 or 2 seasons?
1 or 2 seasons. I don't remember, but I think I saw whatever was available. So I think there's more coming up because I think everybody liked it. That was a funny fucking show.
I have no idea. What was it called?
Righteous Gemstones. It's about a family of preachers, and the son of the main preacher gets caught in a sex tape.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's very, very funny.
Right, unrighteous
No, righteous.
Righteous Gemstones.
But just try to find Danny McBride shows. They're all on Crave, and because I think they're all HBO. And he makes, he gets together with his friends and they just make funny shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, the Vice Principal one made me laugh so much too. Where it's because that's the kind of principal I would be, just a fucking idiot lunatic. That's like.
Or what I watched the other day that I enjoyed also was you know the one what's it called, The End of the World with
Oh, This Is the End. You're talking with Seth Rogen and those guys.
and they play themselves. Yeah, that was funny too.
Yeah, that was a good
That was a good movie. I remember that was in 2013 it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because I watched it. It was the night before. It was a Friday I watched it. Saturday I was doing, for the first time ever, half an hour at the Theater St. Catherine. So that's why I remember.
Okay.
Because I went to calm down because I was super nervous.
Okay.
And
that movie aged well too.
I haven't watched it recently.
Yeah, I watched it beginning of the pandemic, and it was a movie that I liked, but I didn't love. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is way better than I thought it was.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna rewatch. I got like, there's a lot of times where I have nothing to watch.
Yeah, I think too. Like, I don't know. Like maybe not now, but early pandemic, I anything comedy made me feel really good, because life is so fucking weird right now that you're like, fuck, I can't go out, I can't do this, I can't do that. At least I can watch a stupid movie and laugh.
It's weird that even throughout this, we still managed, all three of us, to get into dumbass stories and adventures. Yeah. Imagine when all this shit is over.
Oh yeah,
being back out in the wild.
Oh yeah,
because even during this time, we figured out a way to do stupid shit and laugh about it. Today, by the way, he almost killed the building manager, this guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He lost his mind because he went during one of our morning shows. There was drilling, and they're not supposed to drill during recording times. So he goes to confront the guy, and while he's confronting him, he also informs him that, hey, by the way, one time we were coming to record at night.
A half ago, yeah.
It was like midnight or whatever the fuck it was, and there was drilling. Like, what the fuck's going on here? He goes, he angry. And what does the guy tell him?
The guy goes, oh, maybe you think it's ghosts? Like, making fun of me. So I'm like, yeah, no. Figure out what's going on in your building. There's people coming in drilling at night. You should.
Like, Poseidon went 0 to 100, just changed his face. He's like, what?
You should.
No, I don't think it's ghosts. He goes, and the guy's like, oh, sorry, okay. I'll take a look at it. Like, he just lost it. He's like, I'm not fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, fucking figure out what's going on in this fucking building. Yeah. So it was pretty funny to see him. And then he came all, he has that post yelling rage.
And also, they tried to tow my mom's car the night before.
Oh, really?
And I fucking went out, stopped, and I went rage mode on the
ma'am, you can't
guys.
park on the sidewalk. It's crazy.
Where did they try to tow your mom's car?
She drove into a corner store.
Okay. She parked on an old man watching TV.
Because they put up the signs for 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Okay.
For snow removal.
Yeah.
So I went over to go eat lentil soup because I felt my iron was a little low.
My iron.
Iron.
Iron Man. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, best movie ever.
Iron Man. Are you an Iron Man? Iron Man.
So we just parked. And I'm like, yeah, I got time, whatever, And the guy with the truck passes by, puts on the siren. That siren, so you move your car. But it wasn't 7 yet. So my brother gets out on the balcony, starts telling him why you it's not 7 yet, And the guy starts yelling at my brother that she's gonna get her car towed. No. It's like, yeah, but it's 6:35. Like, calm down, So the guy goes, when you go into work, you go in at 7 on the dot. He goes. So then I step outside at that same time and I overhear this.
That's a stupid argument because the argument isn't do you go to work, as I said. The argument would be more like when a store opens at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you allow people inside at 8:30? You fucking imbecile.
Up at 8, but you open at 9
Yeah.
unless you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That guy's so bad at business, he has to drive a fucking truck with a siren now.
Yeah, he lost his business.
9 failed businesses.
So at that point, I'm still eating. So I have like food in my. I step out.
Fucking pumped up on iron.
So I step out at this moment and I start yelling over my brother, not this guy. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. This makes sense.
Where you fucked up is the N-bomb. That's where you fucked up. That's where you lost all credibility.
I see.
Yeah.
So then he leaves, but then so I go back to eat. And then apparently the tow truck showed up and they pulled up right in front of my mom's car. I'm like, motherfucker. So I step out, no jacket and everything. And I show up to the guy like in rage mode, fucking, and fucking show up to him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like this. And he was frozen in fear. He was like, nothing. We're, getting ready to tow cars. I'm like, do you see what fucking time it is? Do you see what time does it say? 6:40, motherfucker. And I started yelling at him.
And I could count.
And then the guy showed him his phone. He was like, it's 7:04. Your phone is broken. Oh.
So then,
how funny would that have been? He's like,
shit.
Touche, good sir. You win this round. Take it away.
So then he goes, what excuse did he give me? He goes, no, I'm not actually towing. I'm getting ready just in case. I'm like, I see. So then I gave him this whole thing. Why did the other motherfucker cause a scene? There's that. Oh, he doesn't know what. Then he
has a couple of failed businesses. He's very stressed out.
He threw the other guy under the bus. He goes, oh, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Yada, etc. And then this whole thing.
Yada, yada, etc.
Yeah.
I like the way you use the words.
And then because the guy said something about tickets. Just contest it if you get a ticket. But no, you won't get told before 7. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it'll cost too much. But they've tried with me. And I'm sure people on my street back in the day, they had told them before. Time,
but just it's not that funny, but like the way I stepped out, like I stepped out ready for a fight. I was like, oh, shit's going down.
Were you with me that time when a snowplow helped me by pushing snow behind me to get out of when I was stuck in the lane? Were you with me then?
No, I was about to come and help you.
Yeah, so I got stuck in the lane. There was like a gaping hole. All this stuff happened. I was stuck in the snow. I was like, fuck. So I called a tow truck and it wasn't coming. shit, what do I do? And the snow guy was coming, and I was like, well, I know you want to clean the lane, but what am I gonna do? So he did he's like, don't worry, I got this. And he filled up snow in front of him. So then he came right up behind me and then slowly pushed the snow to push my car. Yeah. And then I got in the car and I got out. Yeah, he's like, don't worry, we got this. He goes, we're going to use snow.
That guy's a goddamn genius.
Yeah. Well, we actually, the people, there was these Arab kids that were around. They're the ones who came up with the idea.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. And you had just gotten the car too, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Then I yelled a lot of like Middle Eastern slurs and I left. It was a good... It's funny because actually I went and I paid the money. I went and gave the kid like $50 and they were trying not to accept it. And I was like, no. I go, you guys, you helped me. We got out of the snow. I go, he's like, no, we just did it because we didn't want you to get stuck. I go, I understand, but the tow truck would have cost me more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then I convinced him. They were fighting me. Like the guy was really offended. Yeah. But it was because if it wasn't for you guys, I go, I would have had to wait for the tow truck, this and that.
Well, because they were offended because they didn't actually try to scam you for money this time, you know?
No, they never do. They're actually good kids. They work at that...
racism.
I called
it. To do.
It was.
He wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It landed flat.
They weren't Algerian. None of them. Now you like that one, eh?
Yeah.
It's very easy. If I say anything Algerian, this guy starts laughing.
Well, I've dealt with Algerians.
I'd be like, that desk was overpriced. It was sold by an Algerian. He's like, that's a great joke. That is a great joke. He's like an old immigrant that hates one specific race. You could say anything. You're like, Algerians don't know how to drive. I know, right? Like it's just
well, no, just their women.
Don't know how to. Well, that's everyone.
Yeah, I'm bad at this.
It's okay. One day you'll not learn, but one day you'll learn to shut the fuck up and let me do my job. But guys, if you like this, remember to subscribe wherever the hell this podcast is available. And you know where it's available? Everywhere. Everywhere podcasts are sold, Mike. Sold and given away for free. Yeah. This podcast is there. Mike Ward also has a podcast, Mike Ward Sous Écoute. It's the #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet. Mike, they're going to go to patreon.com/Sous Écoute to get all the episodes, right?
Patreon.com/Sous Écoute. They get every episode a month before they come out. Plus they get exclusive shows and a bunch of shit. And if not, just go wherever you get podcasts.
Patreon.com/Pantelis for all of my stuff. Twitter.com/ThePoseidon69 to follow Poseidon. Same thing on Instagram, ThePoseidon69. And if you want, on my Patreon, his live show goes live every Friday at 4 p.m. Only available to the patrons.
Yes.
Right? Discord, we're still doing our movie nights. I think this Friday we're coming back for another movie night. It will be the last... I don't know if it's going to be the last movie night for a while. It's the last day before the curfew. I have ways.
What movie are you doing? Do you?
I don't know yet. I don't have one yet.
Maybe since he was talking about how he wants to fuck old people, Cocoon.
What's Cocoon?
Maybe.
What's Cocoon?
It's a movie about bugs.
A bunch of very sexy people.
It's just it's an insect documentary.
I don't want to fuck old people. I just that older woman in particular was very hot.
She reminded you of your granny.
No. Yeah. She just I don't know.
Well, look, we're going to see. I have theories about how to get away with, but I don't want to give everything away. But just in case we can't, in case there's too many cops on patrol, this is probably going to be the last movie night for a while because we won't be able to be out of the house after 8. It's fucking crazy, Mike. Goddamn Nazi Germany.
What if we do movie afternoon? Movie evening?
Evening at the movies?
Yeah.
Maybe on Saturday or some shit we have nothing else to do. Maybe. We'll figure that one out. Anyways, thank you for checking this out. We love you. And remember, go fuck yourselves.